Welcome to the Women's Hoop Show, a bonus episode for you guys, another one this week. Today, I have the honor of being joined by one of college basketball's biggest and brightest stars, Madison Booker of the Texas Longhorns, after a stellar sophomore season where she averaged over 16 points per game and shot more than 40% from deep. Madison is already making her case as a future WNBA lottery pick. We know this. From winning gold medals with Team USA to stepping up as Texas floor general, we know she can do it all. Madison has proven she can rise to any occasion. So we'll dive into her offseason training, mental prep, talk about how her teammates and rivals are making waves in the W, and explore what it might look like when Madison herself enters the league. Plus, we'll do a Commissioner's Cup check-in. Who's hot, who's not, which matchups we're most excited about this week. But before we dive in, just a reminder, send us your questions, comments, or concerns about your favorite teams, your favorite players. Just vent. This is a safe space. Send us an email at women'shoops@odyssey.com. We're thinking of doing a mailbag soon. But okay, let's get into the show. Madison Booker, aka Maddie B. How are you? Hello.
Good. Jordan, how about you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to chat with you. I am such a big fan, and I just want to check in. How are you? What's going on these days?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm back in Austin. I'm working out. I'm getting ready for the season coming up. Honestly, I got new teammates. It's kind of a new team this year. Not really, but it's just a few different players that we added to our roster. But just kind of working out with them, watching them work out, and you kind of just build that little chemistry.
I love it. Wait, are you the type of person? I feel like I know this answer, but after the season ends, when the buzzer sounds, are you like, I'm immediately getting back to work, or I need some days, some weeks to kind of refresh? How was that transition for your off season?
See, the thing is, in high school, I was definitely like, we lose some, or we win a championship, like, oh yeah, I'm back in the gym the next day because it's more like I want to get better at it. But college is a little different. Like after my first season, I don't think I picked up basketball for a good 3 weeks. Like I ain't go to no court or anything. I didn't touch a basketball this past season. I didn't touch a basketball first April and a little bit of May. So I think, I don't try to push that agenda, don't touch basketball. But for me, I definitely kind of just wanted to not look at basketball, don't think about basketball, kind of just take a break for myself, and kind of reflect on, the year I've had. Didn't like how it went this season, but of course, like everything can go your way for sure. But I think it's just I take a time to just sit down and think about the positives a lot, than more than negatives. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of just what that whole mental break is. Just don't think about negatives. Just it's possible. A great season. It's a great season. That's all I keep saying to myself. It's a great season. We had a great season.
So when you are prepping when you're thinking about your sophomore season, what did you learn from that sophomore season that now you're putting in the work to kind of fine tune some things, get better at some things? What are those things?
I think right now is most definitely the details of the game. I think, you focused a lot on your first 2 years of skill wise, getting better, the plays, the bag that you're going to have, going to the upcoming season. But I think right now it's more of details of your feet, misdirection, your shot details. I think right now I kind of really focused on kind of my shot. I didn't change my shot, but it was just more of the consistency. Am I still shooting the same shot every time? Is my hand, going to the right or the left, or is it going straight into the basket, brings in the hoop? So I just think more of a mental game. That's kind of what I picked up from this past season was more mental. Definitely going to SC is straight dogs. My coach, he kind of harped on this season when telling me talent. What else do you have? And I think for Texas, we could have brought more of a mental game. Better, if it won't be South Carolina again. So I think that's kind of what I picked up from this past season. So I think that's kind of what I'm trying to push more in my game is that mental game. So that's kind of more of the details part.
Well, yeah. I mean, when we all saw the Final Four matchup, having to go up
God,
against South Carolina. First of all, what was your reaction when you saw that you had to play South Carolina again?
I uh, I just sighed. I mean, what more can you do? Uh, it was just like, dang, we can't avoid them at all. Like we, dang, they're not going away. Like we can't leave each other alone.
I want to talk about your coach because Vic Schaefer is one of my favorite people. He is so funny and so kind and just the nicest person. And I know that this is one of the biggest reasons why you went to Texas was
For
Coach
sure,
Schaefer, right?
for
Tell
sure.
us that story.
Man, eighth grade, he started recruiting me in Mississippi State, and it was more of back then. I didn't want to stay in Mississippi really, but for him, I would have went to Mississippi State. Um, but I didn't want to stay in Mississippi at all. I wanted to get out. I want to get away from hometown, kind of go away from that. He then went to Texas. I wasn't talking to them for like a couple years, and then I want to say my junior or 10th grade year, 10th grade summer maybe, I started getting back in contact with them, or maybe a year before that. I don't remember. Time just go by so fast and it's just jumping up. But I started getting back in contact with them. I was talking to majority Blair Schaefer, his daughter, on staff. Kind of building that connection all over again. It's funny though. I wasn't gonna go to Texas at all. Actually, my top three was Duke, Tennessee, and Texas.
Wow.
I went on a visit to Texas, not even thinking I was gonna go there, not thinking I was gonna choose them. It was more of because Vic Schaefer. I know Vic Schaefer for a long time, so I was gonna go, see what's up, see what we're talking about. That was my official visit. I left that official visit and I said, I need to be here. This is where I need to be. I would say like a couple weeks later, I called them. I called Vic, said I'm coming to Texas, and the rest is history.
Wow. And then you're first of all, I'm just imagining you on Tennessee or Duke. Like Duke and Tennessee fans, close your ears. That would have been
I'm sorry,
wow.
y'all. Sorry.
But I did see when you announced that you're going to Texas, iconic. You take the cowboy hat out of the box, the mystery box, and
Yep.
you just were Texas through and through from day one.
Yes, yes, yes. I was. Yes, I was. No, it's really been a blessing here. I think the fan base is amazing. I think just the people around you, just here in Texas, like they're so uplifting. I mean, also the sports. Like you come here, every sport is good. Every sport they have some national championships under their belt, and I mean, it really sets a standard here. I think when you put on that jersey, it's just like it's legendary. Like you have to be legendary. Like you have to bring something to the table. You have to set a high standard for yourself and for your teammates too. So I mean, that's why I love it here. I think just looking at other sports like softball right now, like they're in the national championship game
Killing it. Yes,
and
they're killing it.
they're
They won
killing
game
it.
one.
And I mean, like you look at stuff like that, and you kind of challenge yourself and your teammates. It's kind of do the same
Mm.
thing, like kind of take on that challenge too to go try to win a national championship. So it's things like that you see around campus, you see around other sports, and it pushes you. So I
Hmm.
love it here. I love competition.
Ooh, I love that for you. Your favorite Vic Schaefer story that maybe we don't know, and you have to do the accent. That's a
Oh
non-negotiable.
my. Praise the Lord, the hook 'em horns. That's not even his accent.
Praise the Lord, of
My
course.
favorite, my favorite Vic Schaefer story. I don't think I have a favorite one yet. Like I don't know. Vic just does a lot of things. I mean, he literally getting some drills with us. He's old and getting some drills. That he's still moving
Wait,
around.
wait, wait. He's getting drills?
Yeah, he be trying to show us how to
No.
play some defense and stuff like that.
Of
But
course, it's a
I mean,
defensive
he's
drill.
most deaf. I don't know. I mean, Vic's he's definitely just like a one of a kind person. I mean, you look on campus. He started a movement here on campus. Like he's running, and so now other coaches follow him and start like walking outside. Mind you, it's hot in Austin. Vic
What?
is running around. He's running around campus. right before practice. He does it a lot. It kind of just like clears his mind. He listens to like a devotion before practice. I just kind of that's what helped him get locked in. He does it before games too. It's
Hmm.
like some home games, he does it and just kind of get him locked in for the game. And he started the movement. I mean, like other coaches, they're doing the same thing. They're walking around campus. Like I say, he's one of a kind. Um,
Wow. I think I underestimated how in shape Coach Vic Schaefer is. And
I
I
did too.
apologize.
I
I
did too.
apologize for that, Coach. Wow, good for
Nah,
him. That's exciting,
and he
especially
be
the
he be
more
running.
people getting involved. Okay, he be running. All right.
Not
Hey, he's
like
running
running
more than
fast,
me.
but he's definitely trying. I be good job, coach.
Good job. Good job. I ain't running with you, but good job. Good job.
Good job, coach. But no, that it's no funny story, but I just think he's definitely a one of a kind guy. Like I think that's what
He is.
I kind of like about him. He don't care, but he's gonna do him for sure. But I think that just him running and him inspiring other coaches on campus just go outside and walk and get locked in. I think that's amazing.
I love that. That's a good story because I did not know that. I did not know he was jumping in defensive stance and running
Yeah,
before games and before
yeah,
practices.
he does that. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, last thing before we go to break, I want to talk about your teammate Rory Harmon is coming back, running it back for another season. We're all excited to see you guys because your coach said it. It's not too often that you get two All-Americans that are running your team and being able to be leaders. So how do you feel to be able to play another season with Rory?
I can't wait. It's definitely going to be a season just to look out for. Most especially with a point guard behind Rory Bree Preston, amazing point guard. She's going to be amazing in the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Rory, like I mean, I can't wait. I mean, that's kind of one reason why I came to Texas. I mean, Rory was there. She was running the team. Um, I never played with a point guard that was kind of that explosive on both ends of the court. So
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it. Sad that our first season together kind of came up short, but she definitely taught me a lot of things while playing point guard. But I think also I want to say this. I think also a lot of people forget that she was a two-time All-American, and
Yeah.
I know she's not satisfied. She's not at all satisfied from this past season. She wants to get better. She's already back in the gym. She's been back in the gym. She's been preparing. Her brace not gonna be on this year, so I'm excited to see how she's gonna come back. Just kind of bounce back from past season.
I love that. And you said her brace isn't going to be on. Like, that's a big deal,
Yeah,
especially for
yeah,
someone
it
who's
is.
gone through such an ACL injury like she has and just wanting to get back stronger, wanting to be there for the team. And your guys' chemistry on the court and off the court, too, is so fun to see develop. And so I'm excited to see how that 1-2 punch, again, for the University of Texas, going to be next year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited too. I think, I think when we first played together, it just felt like a connection, like it's an instant click. Like you would think that we played sometime before that, but no, I'm just ready to kind of just get back to like just team stuff. I'm just ready to just get back to playing with her. I think we can build a better connection too, even like through our teammates. So I can't wait. It's definitely gonna be fun this season.
Well, I can't wait to watch. It is going to be fun. I already know. Okay, we're going to step aside. We're going to pay some bills really quick. But coming up, we're going to dive into more of the WNBA and get Maddie's perspective on it. I'm excited. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Women's Hoop Show. Let's talk WNBA. This season so far has been good. It's been spicy. It's been all the things. It's been competitive. But what I love and what I want to talk to you about is because we always think about that transition from college to WNBA being so fast and so short. Like you were just playing against these players, a lot of these players a few months ago, and now they are here playing professional basketball. So what have you seen just when you look at this rookie class, their jump going from college playing in the pros? very
Yeah,
quickly.
I would say the Mystics really, they really got them some gems on their team for sure. Those rookies are,
Yes.
they're good. They're good. Kiki, so I'm so happy for her. She's won Rookie of the Month. I mean, we all know she's talented and all. I think we played a scrimmage against USC this year, a close scrimmage. Kiki killed us. I would say
Really? Dang.
she killed us. I want to say she went off for 30. 30. Yeah,
Mm.
just straight mid range pull ups, catching it
Wow.
face up to the rim, pull up, like just in everybody face. Like we couldn't stop her at all. Um, I feel like she went to the league and just she put on like a she just turned into a dog, like a dog for sure. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
With
not too much to
Kiki,
say.
well, yeah, because with Kiki, and I've said this a couple times too, because we talk about the transfer portal and making that leap to go to USC was a big deal because she
Yeah.
was doing great at Stanford. And then she goes to USC. And I feel like we saw moments of this,
Yes.
even moments of that close scrimmage Kiki.
Yeah.
But this Kiki is like a whole new beast that we feel like was always there, but you can see her confidence just growing.
Yeah.
And usually that doesn't happen immediately coming in as a rookie.
Yeah. I would definitely say USC. Like it was. Sometimes like, dang, Kiki, she's kind of off this game. But I
Mm-hmm.
would say I think she's made it. She's made it known that she's back. Like the real Kiki is back. Because I every game she's on. Like every game she's a dog out there. Like both ends of the court, crashing boards, mid range, finishing at the
Mm-hmm.
rim. Like it's just she's this is I'm loving it. It's not too much to say. I'm loving this Kiki right here. I love watching it. I love watching it. But I will also say that she's more confident right now in the league too, and I think that's one thing you always hear, going from college into like the pros is, confidence might be a little up and down because you don't know where you fit in at. But
Mm-hmm.
I would say she looked more confident than she was in college to
I
me. Like
agree. I agree.
she's taking over. Like it's I love seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Another rookie, Citron. Oh my gosh. I mean, I would love to have her on my team too. Honestly, I think the Mystics really got a steal in the draft.
Yes.
Um,
Talk about
she's
that because I think she's a little different of a player in that she might not be so explosive or you might
yeah.
not see her kind of, but this even keeled that she has just been able to be consistent from Notre Dame and just seamlessly transition into the pro like she's been here for 5 years.
I mean, she's one of them players that she can do anything on the court. She can finish. She can shoot. She can defend. Like, I mean, that's a gem already. Like that's a dog already. Also, she can shoot. She can shoot the lights out. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's so smooth. Like when we played Notre Dame this past season, she made this tough move. It was actually on me. I tried to take a charge. Vic Shaver defense. I tried to take a charge, and she got in the air and did this whoop de doop layup, and I was like, what in the world? But like stuff like that, you look at her and you don't think, yeah, she's gonna score 20. No,
Mm-hmm.
she's like one of them just them silent killers that you know can go off. You don't even know she's there. You look at the stat sheet, she got 25.
She got 25. That's what I
She got
always
25.
say. Like,
Like
and
she's
she's efficient. So it's like,
yes,
okay, maybe
very
she only took 5 shots, but she made all of them. Like,
yeah.
that has been so cool to see that transition when we talk about it for those two players. But even someone, like Paige Beckers is coming into the league. She's the number one pick. We have this expectation, but I feel like she had to tweak her game a little bit to fit
Mhm.
her surroundings. What have you
Yeah.
seen from Paige so far that has, I don't know, seen that her game has kind of changed and for better or for worse?
I really don't think her game has really changed. I've actually heard a lot of people say that because I think at UConn, I think she was doing the same thing like she's doing now in the league. Like people always compare her to Caitlin, like Caitlin Clark. I think those, like, they're two different players. I think Caitlin Clark is like a scorer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's a 3-point threat scorer. Paige is more like, I would say she's more of all around. Like, she impacts the game all around. Caitlin does it at 3-point line. Also, pass them out to her teammates.
Yeah.
Paige is more of all around. She get her teammates moving, like, without even really trying. Like, she can make one pass, the ball's going to be on a string. Like, that's how UConn operated with her. And I think she's doing the same thing in Dallas. Like, but now you see more of her just being kind of a passer, which I think that's her game. Like, but she's definitely going to find a way, to start dropping 20 and stuff like that. It's not going to take that long until she do, I think.
Yeah,
But,
it's gonna come. It's
I mean,
there.
yeah, because, I mean, her game is efficient too. So, like, she's going to
Mm-hmm.
find, like, the shots that, that she's going to want to take and that she thinks she can take or make. And she's gonna be more confident. I think I'll give her 2 more games. I think right now she's already kind of confident. Like, she's more confident right now. But
Mm-hmm.
I'll give her to when she gets back, and I'll say she'll be dropping 20 for sure.
Should we? Okay.
I I,
Okay.
I'll see that, but I mean, I think she's doing amazing on Dallas. 6.7 assists right now. She's averaging. That's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
It
That
is.
is amazing. That
And
is
I
hard.
know that Arike is so happy, and all of her teammates are like, "Yes, we are getting better looks because of someone like Paige." And I just love how I truly do feel like she's like, "I am a point guard. Like, I am a point guard in this league. I will find my shots; they will come." But she, like you said, she's looking for her teammates. She's getting them open. She's providing movement. She's providing spacing,
Yeah,
and Dallas is still trying to figure it out.
they are.
We haven't talked a lot about Dallas because it's been a little bit of a head scratcher. I think they have some things to figure out still, but especially when they get Paige back. I know that they miss her and the spacing that she could create. Feel like with Paige out, it's back to Arike being like, dang it, this is why we needed the number one pick. Like, I'm doing too much. I'm tired. So
Yeah,
yeah, Dallas will get back to it. I
yeah.
think too another kind of underrated rookie that I don't know if we've talked about a lot, but I know that you've played quite a few against is Sanaya Rivers. Is a
Yeah.
player who's on Connecticut who I saw years ago and I said, okay, that's a pro. How her body is built, how everything is. She's on Connecticut that's a little struggling right now, but what have you seen from her game that has made that transition? Because she I just love it. I don't even know what to say. I love how she plays and how she gets after it, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, her game is going to transition easily from college to the pros. Just the way she plays, she's a silky smooth. Kind of like Citron a little bit, but she's kind of more downhill, kind of more aggressive than her a little bit. She's a 3-level scorer, most def.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she's definitely savvy. I would describe that. And I think, the league,
Oh, that's
like,
good.
they love savvy players. And I think I give her that word because, when we played them my freshman year, she definitely was kind of everywhere, but she wasn't scoring that game really. It was more James.
Mm-hmm.
But she did the things that didn't show up in the stat sheet a lot. Hustle plays, tips, stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm seeing the same thing I saw in college right now. Especially, so sorry for her loss.
Yeah,
That's
of
definitely
course.
tragic. Just right now for her to bounce back from that and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of find her way throughout the league right now, throughout this Sun team that is still finding her way. Um, I would say she's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's definitely a couple years. She's gonna be up there for sure. She's gonna be up there for sure. I might say
Yeah.
after this year, she's gonna be more confident, a lot more confident.
Yeah, and it's always on a team like that, and I mean even a team like Dallas, even the Mystics a little bit too. Like these are teams that are trying to move up the ratings. They're trying to
Yeah,
be one of those top echelon teams, bringing in some of these young guns because Connecticut also has Anissa Morrow. Like still young, spry, hungry players that in a couple years this is something that builds over time. I just talked to Kelsey Plum the other day, And I kind of asked her, you have some young players on the Sparks. How do you build a championship culture? She was like, a lot of people who ask that have never won a championship. Like, it takes years. It takes like a lot of work. It takes a lot of movement, a lot of players being added and subtracted. And so when you think about some of these maybe bottom tier teams that have the young guns, we're not expecting it to be perfect right away.
Yeah.
We're not expecting Dallas. Nobody was expecting Paige to be drafted to Dallas and then shoot up to the number 2 in the standings. It's going to take some time. But it's been fun to see these rookies develop and getting a lot of minutes to develop too, because that's what not all these rookies can say that, right? Like, having that time on the floor to develop is really important.
Yeah, I would also say, just from the fact that they're playing and they're actually impactful in their teams, I think it just shows that we need more roster spots. Like, I think that kind of goes to just the whole idea of the expansion, more teams, more roster spots. Like, that just shows that how much we need more players. Like, it's a lot of great players out here that's not on the roster, not on the team right now. So I would say, like, they're definitely pushing that agenda that we do need more players like them. And I mean, there's a bunch. I mean, I could, Deja Kelly, that's the prime example of the talk of right now. And she was killing on the Aces. But, she didn't make the cut. I mean, I wish she did. I had fun watching her. But, I mean, we all know that they didn't need another guard, honestly. They really need another post. And I wish she can just make a team, because I would love to see, what she did over there, just on another team. But I mean, I know that her time is coming. She's gonna find a team soon, honestly.
Yeah, there are some teams that need her, that could make some calls.
Yes.
But there's so many players that we could say that to and say that about, just going into the league in general. I'm curious, because you're still very much in this. Like, people that are getting drafted or going to training camps. Have there been any like stories or any, I don't want to say like horror stories, or just people who've like, I went to a WNBA training camp and this was different? Like, have people been talking about the difference between college and W for your peers or people you know?
Yeah, I did have somebody actually tell me something. Deanna Gaston played at Auburn. She was there at Texas. She transferred to Auburn. She went to Atlanta Dream training camp.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Dreams. I mean, she basically said it's not that much different from college. I mean, I would hope not. I mean, I would, like, for big shaper practices, I would definitely not hope so. I think here's a little more upscale a little bit. But she said, like, the only difference is, talent. You get there, it's people that's more, like, people are more hungry. So it's talented, one through how many ever they have on their training roster. But, people are fighting for a spot. For sure, like, and you can tell, like, it's people's eyes, it's the way they talk, it's the way they play. Like, every rub is, it could be somebody's last rub. So I think she just kind of described it as more like a survival, kind of the best.
It is it's like Survivor.
Sometimes it's not even the best will win. It's the people that is the most fit, the most adaptable to this team, to this program. So. I would say that's probably the difference between, I guess, a college workout and a W workout.
Okay, but you feel like Coach Schaefer is getting y'all prepared for y'all practices? You're like, I'm not doing this for nothing, please.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. I definitely know I will go into, a dub training camp, with some defense for sure.
Yeah, and again, there are some teams that could use that right now. I want to get into more of that. We're going to take another break, though. But when we come back, we're going to talk some Commissioner's Cup. We're going to see what team Maddie thinks she needs to join right now. Who could need her? We'll talk about all that on the other side. Welcome back to the Women's Hoop Show. Okay, we're talking WNBA. We're talking the 2025 season. Who is your favorite player to watch this season?
Ooh, okay. See, I was kind of sad coming into the season, honestly.
Wait,
Just
why?
because, like, Clea Copper.
Oh, yeah.
I was so
Yes.
sad when she posted, her, getting surgery, her not on two legs. I commented on her page. I was like, no, like, yeah, like I love watching you play. Like that is my favorite hooper in the W right now. Like honest, like I think
Dang.
I love watching her play. Her game it's like a dog. Like is like she's gonna get hers. She's definitely gonna get hers. And I would say I watched her from Chicago Sky, to Phoenix, and I love her game. I love her game. I love it.
And when you watch a player, I feel like it's different from when you're younger, right? You're like, oh, that's my favorite player because it's fun and I like going to the
Sure.
games or whatever. But now when you're watching Ka play, like what are you taking notes on specifically about why you like her game?
I think her movements really like just the way she moved with the ball, like the way she scored, the way like how it's so smooth. It looks easy. Like when I'm watching it looks so easy. I think I also like how she kind of takes sometimes when she was playing with Chicago, like she kind of took like some games where it was like I'm gonna get mine today, like I'm gonna carry. Like and I kind of like that mindset. I think she had like her mindset is also kind of a look at too because she go into games already like I can kind of look at her like through the TV and just kind of see she has that look where she's like nobody can guard me. Like I'm gonna get mine regardless, and I just love about her game. Like the buckets look so easy. They look so easy.
We were talking about Phoenix too because that was a team that I was like, once I saw those photos of her having surgery, I was like, oh, like Phoenix is in trouble. Like they need all three of their big three to be decent, to be good. And then Alyssa Thomas goes down. And now they're over there hanging out on the sidelines in street clothes. And I'm like, they're still winning. They are 5-2 right now. And they are still winning. And it's because of Satu. She is carrying them.
She's good. She's so good.
And Satu, too, I don't feel like I've expressed this on the pod before. I feel like this is year 5 for her, I believe. And yeah, she was drafted in 2020. She's been a little up and down. Like she's had some seasons where she was most improved. She was like, I'm going to score. I'm going to go get mine. She had some injuries. She's been super injury prone. So we haven't really gotten a full season of what Satu can do. We've seen her in the Olympics. She looks great. She looks solid.
Yeah.
But this year, she feels it's like, oh no, I did Unrivaled. I feel healthy. I feel ready. And this is kind of my team. Like, Ka, you can come back whenever you want. AT, you can come back whenever you want. But I feel like she's taking on the number 1 role. Do you see that as well?
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. Like, I mean, I watched her when she, played at Oregon in college. Like, I thought she was great then. I was like, this girl's unstoppable. 4-player, can do anything on the court. She can handle the ball. She can take it off the dribble, pull up, 3, finish at the rim. I mean, also she has great length on her too. I mean, I thought she was unstoppable in college. I just think more like right now, like she is the reason why Phoenix is winning. Like why they aren't looking, crazy without their other star players. But I mean, I think that's just a whole mindset thing. I think her mindset has changed. I think her mindset has kind of adapted to like, yeah, like we need to step it up. And I think it starts with her. Like everybody's looking at her now, and I think she's taking that role, and I think she's flourished in it.
She really has. Phoenix is sitting in 3rd right now. They're 5-3. I said 5-2. They're 5-3, but they're sitting at 3rd in the Western Conference in Commissioner's Cup. 4-1 at home. They've been pretty unstoppable at home. But overall, we talked about Ka being one of your favorite players to watch, but what are some W teams, some other players that you have been loving watching this season?
I would say another one, Gabby Williams. I watched her when she was at UConn. I would say like her transition to the league wasn't. She was drafted to the Chicago Sky.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, we
Um,
see a theme here. You are a Chicago
uh,
Sky fan.
she was drafted to the Sky, and I she started that first year. She kind of like starting off the bench too. Um, it wasn't like I saw her at UConn where she was dominating in college too.
Yeah.
But I would say most improved player. Watching her games, I don't think Gabby shot a three in college.
This
Honestly,
is true. This is true.
I don't think she
This
shot.
is a
She
later
didn't shoot.
development.
She didn't shoot threes like her first 2 years in the league either. I mean, I think she shot them, but I don't think she like a step back three. I was watching her games off the dribble. Like she's on the Seattle team and she's taking it upon herself to be one of the scorers, like one of the scorers that they
Mm-hmm.
need.
Mm-hmm.
I would say her development has definitely she's developed. She's been working for sure. Um,
Yes.
I I have fun watching her. Another player. Mm, see,
They were
it's so
beatboxing now.
many. It's so many. Like I would say those two are like the most like players I've always seen. Probably because Chicago
Yeah.
Sky, most
And they're
probably. But
defensive minded players. Like, this
yeah,
makes sense. They are
not my
players that
best
can
on
score
defense.
in a variety
Yeah,
of ways. Like, these are
yeah.
players that are very similar to your game. And I think for Gabby Williams, you make a great point. She, from when she first started with the Sky to even leaving the Sky and then having the Sky win a championship without her, like, that was heartbreaking because she was there close to the finals so many times. Now she has really carved out this lane of, I am a defender first, but
Hmm.
when you need a bucket, I can also go get you one. And we saw
Yeah,
that what she's been doing with with the French team and the Olympics, taking Team USA down to the buzzer. That was, I can't even go back there.
that
It
was
was too
oof.
much drama. That was too much. But she proved, like, I deserve to be in this league. I deserve the bag when I come back to this league. And that's what Seattle needs and needed, especially these past couple games for the Storm. After they blew out Vegas by 20, it's been a little rocky since then. And
It was
Gabby
like
has stepped
a
up.
3 game, like it was a what, 3 game losing streak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Gabby has been that person who's been scoring. Like, Skylar Diggins has not been scoring too much. Even NECA has been turning it on in like the late fourth quarter, but
Yeah.
hasn't been as efficient and dominant like she was in that Vegas game. So Gabby Williams, this is a new role for her. And I think that she's taking it on and she's wearing it very well. And the Storm need her to keep doing that in order for the Storm to have a chance at being one of those top four teams. They're going to need
Yeah.
everybody, but especially Gabby on the offensive end.
Yes. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I, I've also just, like when I was looking kind of like at the standings, I think what they're 4-4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think yes, they are. I do see them like after that, like they won their past game. I think they're gonna go in a row. I think that's one of the teams I'm can't wait to see make a
Mm-hmm.
run in the playoffs. I think that like they're kind of underrated because you look at their roster and it's like the Storm they're 4-4. Like are they gonna go
And they should
down
be
or
better than that. Yeah.
improve? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think they're going to improve. I think they're going to make a little run in the playoffs. I think they're going to give people a run for their money for sure. I think they're going to win a lot of games this season. I
Even
can't wait to
before
see
the
it.
playoffs, I'm looking at the Commissioner's Cup specifically because that's what we're in right now. And
Yeah,
someone did ask me, who could make a run in the
I,
Commissioner's Cup? Because
I
that's
say
all
Seattle.
about scheduling, right? It's about
Yeah, it is.
who do you have lined up. So the Aces were their first Commissioner's Cup game. They lost that one. But then
Hmm.
coming up, Then they had Dallas. They won that one. Then they have Phoenix. Okay, maybe. Then they have Minnesota. All
Ah,
right.
I like the
It's not
Lynx
looking
right
too
now.
good.
I like the Lynx. I think, oh, the Lynx. Oh my gosh. I think the
What do you
Lynx
like
are the
about the
best team.
Lynx? Because
I
they're
I think
great.
the Lynx are the best team in the dub right now. The W for
Over
sure.
the Liberty? Hot take?
Yes, I got it. I got the Lynx.
Okay,
Like
tell us
just
why. They're
watching,
both undefeated. They're both undefeated
man.
right now.
Just watching, like if he continues to keep dropping 25, like and everybody else, they make threes. They're doing a role play defense, getting steals, fast break points, mid range, all that. Like I think they will continue to be undefeated. But that's a hot take. But
A little
I
bit, a
would
little
say just like
spicy.
it's a challenge. Let's see. But I would definitely just watching their game, like just like the ball, like this is a team ball movement. Ball movement really works well in their favor. I'm talking about extra pass, like your coach always harps about one more pass, one more pass. They know when to pass the ball. Like it's like they know where everybody is. It's just like a straight string. Like somebody's dropping in, pass it out, pass, corner three.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my gosh, that's pretty offense right there. That's pretty offense. I love watching that. It's amazing to watch. But I think they're the best team W over the Liberty for sure.
The thing about the Lynx is that for a couple games this season, they've been close. They've
Yeah,
they've maybe started close. Maybe that recent one against the Valkyries started a lot closer than I had thought it was going to be. But then there's just one moment that you can just see Cheryl Reeve just maybe she takes off the blazer or maybe she just walks away from the huddle. She's mad. She calls a timeout and then they just put their foot on the gas and they start to separate and they start to do all the things that they do really well. It starts with defense, though, for
yes,
sure. They are
yes,
disruptors on the defensive end. And
yes,
then the
they are.
chemistry that they have on offense is what so many teams, when I look at the standings, so many teams wish they just had an ounce of that chemistry, knowing where each other are, knowing how to set up Nafisa Collier. I mean, she can get a bucket wherever, don't take much, but still her teammates and Courtney Williams get her in the best possible spots.
Love
And
Courtney
that's
Williams.
where she's shining. Isn't she?
Yes,
Talk about a
she's so
dog.
she's so amazing, man. Wow, just man, a straight dog. Like you always hear people talking about a dog. Like I think she's a dog, like a dog. Like man, like she's gonna get hers. She's gonna get hers, and that's what I love so much about her. She's so
Hmm.
humble too. Like her dad is hilarious.
He's so funny. Like
He's
you can't
hilarious.
separate the two. They are. I think they have their own podcast now, which I need to
Yes,
listen to because they're
he's
so good.
hilarious. No, she's a dog. She's gonna get hers, and I that's why I say the links are they have so many different like just to throw at you. You got 3-point shooters, you got defense defenders that's our dogs on that end. A you got feet that can play any position on the court. Offense and defense can guard anybody, can go against
Hmm.
anybody one on one.
Yeah. You
Like
just got to throw up your hands a little bit.
like I mean
Well, okay, so last episode, Autumn Johnson and I, we made our predictions for the Commissioner's Cup championship. And it feels like we're getting to a rematch of the Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx in the championship. But are
for
you
sure.
calling the Lynx winning the Commissioner's
Yes.
Cup?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now let me
And I
tell you
know
this. Let me tell you this, because I'm a little superstitious. For the last 2 years, the team that has won the Commissioner's Cup has not won the finals. If it was a rematch. So do you want the Lynx to win the finals? Then do they win the Commissioner's Cup? Or you have them repeating, winning Commissioner's Cup, and they're winning the finals. You can break the curse. You can break the curse. You're allowed.
okay, let's think about it. Okay, let's think about it.
This
So
changed. This changed.
Liberty is also undefeated, right?
Yes.
And they're playing. I think they're hot right now. Like they're extremely high. Like nobody can touch them. I don't know. I think the Lynx. Like I said, you got Courtney Adult front line.
Front
You can on
line.
the court, front line. She's front line right there. She's right there waiting for y'all.
And sorry, one player that I don't think we talk about enough when we talk about the Minnesota Lynx, one of my favorite players, is Kayla McBride.
3-point shooter sniper.
She's
A sniper.
so good. She's so good
Sniper.
and so important to this team. And she just like took some time off, played overseas, went to Unrivaled, killed it in Unrivaled, coming back, and she's in year 10, and she's
Sniper.
so good, and what is a huge part of what makes this team go. And I feel like the last 3 episodes that we talked about the Lynx, we have not talked about Kayla McBride enough. So I just had to put that out there. But I think it's the Lynx year. I think Fee.
I do too.
Fee is going for MVP. She just has that. Oh.
Wait.
Wait. She said, wait, not too much.
I know MVP. I know we talk about, Madison's tired of saying South Carolina, but I don't know. Asia points. She's in top 5 for points. Rebounds. I'm not mistaken, I saw her on steals too. Want to say blocks? Ain't she leading the lead in blocks? That's 4 categories. This is like, how the NBA had their whole race with Jokic and Shea. Like, it's gonna come down to the best team. Like, who has the best team? And I would say the way it's looking, I think Las Vegas, like they're gonna like get better. Like what they're 4-2 right now, they'll definitely go on this a long winning streak. I see it. I mean, come on, Beckham is her coach. She's not gonna allow. She don't like losing. I can just look at her. She don't like losing at all. But I think it's gonna come down to who has a better team, and I think Fee might. That's when she'll win the MVP. But overall,
that's fair.
That's fair.
Hold on now.
Is killing in 4 categories.
Thank you for correcting me. It's not a runaway. Asia Wilson is still alive and well, and therefore she always has an opportunity to win the MVP award.
She will.
Okay, Maddie, I have to ask you, because when we look at the standings, we talking about all these teams, the best teams, some teams are maybe at the bottom. What team needs Madison Booker right now to be that much better? What team needs Madison Booker?
Let's see. So I identify as a scorer. I can do a little bit of everything. I feel like I call myself an unselfish scorer. So like not one of the people that's be like mine, but more of like teammates get involved. We're gonna figure this thing out together, and then I'm gonna come in. Let's see.
You are stalling. I have my answer. Do you want my answer?
Yeah, I want your answer.
Do you have one though? I want to know. Okay. Yep, she has one. Okay, my answer is you mentioned it. One of your favorite teams, the Chicago Sky.
I was thinking the same thing.
Thank you. Yes, we're on the same page.
Man,
Chicago Sky. If you could suit up right now, if you could put on a pinstripe Sky jersey, get in assist
lobs. I'm throwing
from
lobs.
Courtney Vandersloot. You're throwing lobs to Angel and Camilla.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is a great idea, and maybe by the time you're draft, maybe they're tanking for you, because this might be the team for you. Saying.
But playing with Courtney too? Oh my goodness. Like, damn it.
Yeah. I see that. I see it. Okay.
Wow. That would be like a dream come true. It's like you got a great post player and a great point guard all in one.
Sky fans, just imagine that. Just think about it, marinate on it, because I think that's a perfect
talking, guys.
Perfect
this
fit.
is just talking. We're just talking.
Just talking. We're just chatting. We're just chatting here. Okay, well, thanks so much for being here, Maddie. This was so fun. Love all your hot takes, and we'll talk again soon. This is fun.
For sure.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow on your favorite podcast app so you never miss an update. Your support means the world. And if you're feeling generous, leaving a quick rating or review helps more Hoops fans discover the show. And you can now see us on our brand new YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe there. Shoot us an email at women'shoops@odyssey.com to tell us what's on your mind. We want to hear your hottest takes, your burning questions, and all your feelings about all things women's hoops. We just might feature your note on the show. That's women'shoops@odyssey.com. The Women's Hoop Show is an Odyssey original podcast hosted by me, Jordan Robinson. Today, our guest was Madison Booker. Our producer is Phil Switek. Our video team is led by Kurt Courtney and includes Tim Meikle, Evan Cox, Allison Jeffrey, and Lauren Vieira. Our executive producers are Greg Holtzman, Asha Saluja, Danny Freisinger, Maddie Sprunkheiser, and Leah Reese-Dennis. And special thanks to Moira Curran and Josephina Francis.